People, deluded, YouTube's Lucas Torreira. I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching and tuning back in. Well, following our win yesterday against Leicester City, 3-1 for those who don't know. I can't imagine if you're an Arsenal fan how you don't know, but wherever you were on this earth, if you don't know, we won 3-1. It's 7-8 in a row in the Premier League. 10 on the bounce now in all competitions. We're doing what we need to do. We're handling business. We've still got a tough fixture in, I believe, Sporting Lisbon away, regardless of where they are in the season. Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace, which goes either way. And normally when we win, like last season, that was probably the worst. Ironically, when our season was probably our worst away form in the history of the club, we actually put in a convincing performance. I believe we won 3-0 or so at Selhurst Park. But other than that, it's a tricky one for me to go to and watch us play at. So yeah, and we've obviously got Liverpool coming up soon, and we have United and Spurs also coming up in a few weeks. So decisions need to be made, innit? But we're handling our business, and it's nice to see that 3 players have statistically they're doing all right or promising in Aubameyang, Bellerin, and Ozil. So we'll start with Ozil. He's become the highest scoring Premier League German, eclipsing. When I saw the stats, I saw Robert Huth there, and obviously Klinsmann. Klinsmann's on 29, Ozil's on 30. So yeah, Ozil continues to divide opinion with stats like this, because on one hand, I can't imagine it, but some people say he's flopped at Arsenal. I don't get that, because when you consider that, yes, we came out of financial difficulty with him and Alexis. They were both kind of let down. Not to say he hasn't. There's been times when he hasn't turned up, of course, but the club hasn't been there in terms of winning major honours or aspiring to that, regardless of what they say. The way you look at it, Ozil came, the year he came, he won the FA Cup. He's won 3 FA Cups since he's been here. If you look at his highlights reel, there's not a game he hasn't turned up in, against City, Spurs, United, Liverpool, even last season. The statistics are there. He's been a quality player, and obviously away from Arsenal, he's a World Cup winner. If I was him and I was to leave the Premier League tomorrow, would I be content with everything? No, because I ain't won a major league title, but he's definitely done all right. And that's before we even talk about the assist records. But it's nice to see him getting that honour. I mean, I think there should be a video in itself about Germans and Premier League, because there's been some great German players. But when I saw out of the list of players that were actually top goal-scoring Germans in the Premier League, it did kind of make me think, what's that? So maybe that's another vid in terms of Germans need to come over here and bad up the league. But it's nice on Ozil. I mean, his last 4 shots I saw of Opta, his last 4 shots have resulted in goals. I mean, we're very precise when people want to shoot. You look at Aubameyang, Lacazette and Ozil, they're very precise when they want to shoot. So his last 4 shots have resulted in goals. He's got 3 goals in his last 4 games. That's as many as he got in the last 22 before that. So he's seeing that he needs to score and assist and dominate games. Even if he didn't score yesterday, he put in a great performance, or influence, as some people say, because he was involved. He was central to all of the goals, man. You're seeing him flick it, you're seeing him dummy it, you're seeing lovely passes, and that's what you want to see from Ozil all the time. So nice to see, and I don't know if he gets an official award for currently holding that, but it's a nice little thing, in it. As a professional footballer, you aspire to do what you can on a collective team front, win trophies, and after that, individual accolades or recognition is always welcome. Then you've got Aubameyang. My big thing for Aubameyang, I love him. I think he's a bad boy striker, and him and Lacazette, it's nice to see how they carry on and off the field. And it's nice to have someone that, at the end of the day, just puts the ball in the back of the net, because that's what we haven't had for many years at Arsenal. For me, probably need to see him score in the big games, man. He ain't scored against Chelsea, against Spurs, against City, against none of these sort of things where Lacazette's got an assist and 2 assists against Liverpool. He's bagged against City. He's bagged against United. He relishes big games. I'm not saying Aubameyang doesn't, but that's just what I want to see. But away from that, he's been involved in 21 goals in 22 Premier League games. That shows you how central he is. And at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. 16 goals in all since he's been here. I think he's got 8 now. Current season, he's got 8. So 16 in all comps. And five assists. At the same period in regards to 22 games, Alexis had 19, Dennis Bergkamp had 18, and Ian Wright had 14. Obviously, there's a bit of context that needs to be applied to all 3, but you get the point. And when it comes to minutes to goal ratio in 20 games, he's got 16 in 205 minutes, and that is better than Robin van Persie, Ian Wright, his teammate in Lacazette, and Thierry Henry, amongst others. I mean, if you're doing better than them in some department, you must be a decent footballer. Do you get what I'm saying, people? So yeah, and also similar to Ozil, his last 6 shots on target, have resulted in goals. Like that's a madness. Versus where Kane scores goals, but you look at Kane's approach. I'm pretty sure Kane takes more shots than Aubameyang, and I actually believe in Kane's approach because the more raffle tickets you buy, the more likely you are to win the lottery. No people, but it shows how precise we are with shooting. We're very precise. And finally, Bellerin. He's still got a lot of issues defensively. I mean, at times he like you saw against Leicester, he's probably guilty of over covering for Mustafi, and he was slow to get out and stop the cross for Ben Chilwell. There's been times he's played people on side. There's been times he just hasn't done good enough. But he's also shown an improvement in his positioning defensively, in his willingness to defend. And going forward, I still think he can improve greatly, but he's doing his thing. I mean, he's got, what, 4 assists or so in the Premier League. Forgive me, people, if I'm wrong. That's more than he got in the past. It's been 9 appearances he's made, and he's got 4 assists or 5. I'm pretty sure it's 4 people in the last 35 games or so. That's how much he managed, or he didn't even get close. He didn't even get close to that. So it shows that he's improving. It's nice to see that the senior players are improving. It's nice to see that the likes of Iwobi and Bellerin are improving because they're 2 homegrown lads. Yes, one came versus from Barcelona, but they're homegrown players. And you saw my video a few months ago how it looks like both of them are low on confidence and scared to try things. It's nice to see that the manager's giving them confidence where if they make a mistake, you learn from it. If you get in them positions, have belief in yourself. Only Mendy of Manchester City's got more assists in 5, I believe. So that's good company to be amongst. And like I said, man, he still needs to improve. But for a system which, considering he didn't bring a winger in, and in terms of providing width, you're looking at our fullbacks in Monreal, who's chipped in with a goal and assist this year, and you're looking at Bellerin as well. They're answering their questions, so it's nice to see. It's a long season. We're only in October, approaching November. What we say in May might be different, but so far so good, and it's nice to see that these 3 have done some decent stats in that regard. So yeah, man, I got nothing more to add on that front. People, guys, DG, I'm out, man. Get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish, man. I'm about to drop a hell amount of vids now, man, because yeah, I'm out.